Okay, hello team. Let's see. Let's get this out the way. Hopefully it won't crash like it did last time. Alright team, before I get started, first I want to thank everyone for improving upon data entry and dispatching. I know we don't say that enough, but I have noticed a difference. I think we're ready to use additional tools that will hopefully reduce the problems we're having with communication. LeanKit is our attempt to correct this problem. The goal is to keep everyone informed regarding the vehicles, tablets, manifest changes, and complaints. With LeanKit, we hope to do that and a little bit more. Email is okay for many things. I'm not saying you shouldn't email, but it is a little cumbersome as well. And we need something simple, fast, and easy to learn, yet powerful enough to streamline our processes of how we're communicating. So this new tool that we're going to be using will allow us to communicate more effectively, in my opinion. Our mistake rate should drop, which should translate into fewer billing issues for Hajit. It's very important that we minimize all data entry mistakes because they have a direct impact upon receiving payments from the accounts. We don't want them holding up a payment due to errors on our part. That kind of delay could potentially affect us all. Enough said, let's take a look at LeanKit. You can find them online at www.leankit.com, and you'll sign in with an email and a password, which eventually we will hopefully be providing everyone as their own email address and password. So let's see. I'm gonna try to keep this brief because I don't like learning new things sometimes myself. So I usually fight learning, but anyway, that's why I have to psych myself up by saying things like I'm still learning. Anyway, so now LeanKit is on my desktop. It looks like this when you put the the link on your desktop. So when you guys put it on Chrome, if you're using Chrome or Firefox, I'm not sure. I'll probably put it on both on a dispatch computer, but this is what it looks like. So click on it, and then it's going to ask you for an email address and a password. Now keep in mind that this is the URL bccabinc.leankit.com, and I use something that allows me to fill in passwords. Alright, so now the way this works is we get 3 boards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, within these 3 boards we add what they call cards. So let me go back real quick. I probably did it a little too quick. Alright, so from these 3 boards so far, and this is subject to change, this is not etched in stone, but so far we have all complaints, fleet maintenance, and trip manifest. So those are the 3 boards we're going to be using and adding cards to as we go. Alright, let's take a look at complaints first. If you just click on it once, left click on it once, it'll go into the all complaints section. And then as you can see, there's a to do, a doing, and done. I would imagine most of the time when you place a card here, it'll probably just go from to do to done. But let's just take a quick gander at some of these test complaints that I put here based on a few complaints that came in, I think. So I don't want you guys to take a look and say, hey, he's singling somebody out. No, I just, when they came in, I was in front of the computer, I think. All right, so basically you double click on the card, and it opens up. It gives you a title and then a description. So that's what's in here now. Gives you a priority, tells you if it's an issue or project or task or whatever. Okay, and then the card will change colors depending on what type it is. So an issue is going to be orange. Okay, now from here you can actually assign it to a particular user. Like right now it's assigned to me, right, because I created it, and eventually everyone will show up here in a list. Okay, and then there's a comment section. So if you wanted to leave a comment before you close out the card, you could. We're not going to use this attachment section because that's just going to eat up the little bit of space that we have. But here's one of the neat features about it is you can check the history of everything that happened with a particular card. So as you can see, it was created on the 28th, right, and moved around, right. I moved it to done, and then Mel Gasol changed this card type from task to issue. So if a person wants to see the history of something, they could. Now the other thing I want you to pay note to is on this particular one, it's assigned to someone. Assigned users is me. Wait a minute, am I looking at the right one? Yeah, I guess that one. Okay, that one is assigned to me. If you highlight the little, I don't know what they call this, but what would be an avatar, I guess, the spot for an avatar. If you highlight it, it shows the person's name, and it should also show the name here as well. If you just highlight the mouse over it, okay. Now some of these symbols right here, let's see, if I double click on it, this right, it's priority, it's critical. So everything means something, okay. I would prefer that you use caps lock for everything that you put in here in order to really grab someone's attention, because that's kind of what all caps mean. So for all of the cards that we put in, let's use all caps for all of it, for all the text that you're going to write, so that we all stay the same on that, have a little uniformity. But anyway, that kind of shows. So now let's say I'm going to do a new card, right? So click on new card, title, I'm just going to say complaint, all caps. Remember, all caps, complaint, driver 15. I'm going to use myself, right? Okay, passenger says driver 15 was rude. Okay, so now priority could be normal. Don't worry about due date, size, or anything like that. And this is a task, obviously, for either Mel or myself if it's a complaint, right? And then at that point, I would just go ahead and save it. No need to assign a complaint to either one of us. I would just go ahead and save at that point. So now it's saved, and now you see it comes over here, right? But then, so then as everyone logs into LeanKit, like right now, if everybody was logged in, you would see this new card drop in. Okay, so now if I saw it and I'd say, oh, okay, somebody just complained about a driver, then I would open it up, take a look, see what's going on, right? Maybe go to the comment section that says done, wrote, documented. I'm gonna say documented the event. Okay, and then at that point, I would left click on post comment, and then the comment comes there. All right, and then now I can close it out. And now that it's done, let's say I did it right. Now I can just left click and hold the left click button and move it over to done, and now it goes over to the done section. And eventually, as the done section fills up, I will move them from done to archive. I think there's a way for me to archive them all, or it may do it on its own. I'm not exactly sure. Now